Hey there, and welcome to this 5 point Crossroads reading. I am Candid, and I like to give readings for those that feel stuck at the crossroads or need a message to know that they are on the right path. So, right now, based off of this 5 point Crossroads map, the main focus is sorting, which is here in the center of the Pentagon. However, before I get started on everything else, one of the things that came to me after I had got all of my downloads was that I was hearing snakes from childhood, and I'm like, what? So I sat with that for a little bit, and what I'm getting is a lot of pain focused or driven projection onto your childhood and your upbringing. And a lot of us are aware of this based off of just mental health resources and reflecting and knowing about childhood wounds and things like that. The problem with this is a lot of these snakes may either still be around you or embedded within your nervous system and just your mental scape as a whole. The thing about it, other part of it is it can be both consciously and unconsciously driven when it comes to projections of like maybe I hate using such trendy words, but scarcity or, being worrisome or thinking the worst outcome of things or just overthinking in general. And it's a lot of mental dancing and maneuvering when it comes to that. But let me just go into the breakdown of the 5 point map. All right, so at the top point is you trying to stand your ground with what you want to pursue, how you want to live your life, just how you want to be in general. The thing about that, it's very wavering. So we're going to start from either where you are possibly right now, it might be only a few of you, but mainly from your past. So you're trying to stand your ground, so you might become very argumentative, and that leads you to wavering between adhering and people pleasing to standing your ground, but you're arguing and shouting and screaming to these supposed quote unquote snakes. And I don't want to say snakes as a bad thing. These are people that are not willing to heal from their own childhood wounds or their own pressures and strains and whatever is going on with them. So you're trying to be seen in a field of snakes that really are not in tune with, willing to, or obligated to see where you are right now with this standing your ground, period. So this is a part of the sorting. So this is all coming here. But now you may be moving here where it comes to being rooted and grounded within yourself, being unapologetic with discernment, of course, with what you want to do with your life and how you want that to look. How peaceful do you want it to be? What pursuits or creative endeavors or careers that you want to focus on, and this is all a part of the sorting. All of this is sorting, you're back and forth, you're using discernment, and it's new to you. It's a little hard to really root yourself in, but you're doing it. You are definitely moving towards that. So moving down to the other 2 points, which would be things that are falling away and your growth and your roots. So you are releasing all of the projections, or at least trying to. You're working through this. You could be going to therapy. You could be listening to more candid information that really resonates with you. This is not to say just jump on any trending healing. You basically have to use, once again, discernment that best suits you, that keeps you standing in your own grounded energy, whatever that looks like. It's no right or wrong. Whatever this energy looks like for you, you build off of that. So you're releasing a lot of things and moving away from the projections, away from the you should be this because you can't be that type of mentality, if that makes sense. And then you're moving and planning more growth driven information. It could be books. It could be listening to podcasts. It could be listening to motivational speakers. It could be just really honing in on the things that you love to do, on the things that you are very well in tune with, very knowledgeable about, and you're planting these roots and it's starting to stick. All of this over here is everything that's helping your plant grow, which is a part of the adulthood portion of you. So you, let's come down to the bottom now. So the bottom is the childhood, your childhood and your adulthood. They both go hand in hand. And you in your adulthood is showing your child version or childhood version of yourself, some more love, some care, some discernment, the setting of the boundaries, things like that, while your childhood is playing into your adulthood where you're being more free flowing, playing more, not really overthinking things, and getting and putting yourself out there as best as you can, unapologetically, as we talked about before. So that's what's cultivating the you that you are right now. So the sorting period right now is just going through all of this and just kind of picking and choosing what's best. What can I keep from my childhood? What can I keep with my adulthood moving forward now? What can I merge together? What can I transmute? So moving forward to just notes and things that came to me. So this is a big one. This is something I did put out on one of my shorts, was the number 733. And this is more spiritually driven, but also self-driven. It's having that unapologetic belief in yourself, in your endeavors, in your spiritual attributes of what you go towards when it comes to spirituality, whatever that means for you. Okay. It's also sorting out your throne room. Your throne room is the equivalent to you. What does your throne room look like? Because a lot of people have discarded their crowns, okay? And when you discard your crown, you cannot build your throne room. So now you're clearing out your throne room from all of the naysayers, from all of the people that told you otherwise on how to be. And this could be parents, this could be guardians, this could be teachers, this could be bullies, these could be projections, these could be self projections on yourself. You're clearing all of that out, and then you're building a stabilized foundation, which it comes back to that standing your ground and sorting out what leaves are best for my vines and my roots. And then you're building off of that. You're adding more things to make sure those roots are solidified, are stable. The bark is really it's nurturing, everything about your tree, because the building part is your tree. That's where we're going with this. That's where you're trying to get to. You have a choice. It's neither right or wrong. If you want to continue to stay here, that's up to you. If you want to move over to this side, it's up to you. You have a choice with this life. You have a choice moving forward now where you are right now. You can't necessarily keep adhering to the childhood portion of your life. I'm not saying that it did not play a role, it did not play a factor, but when do you move out of that, hey, this is what hindered me, to transmuting it to, okay, I have to move away from this because I do not want this same pattern to still fly over or start to push over into my children or into whatever I'm trying to do, because that's not going to help me continue to grow and be solidified. The other phrase that came to me, "The Power is Yours" by Captain Planet. Yes, hilarious, I know. The power is yours. At this point in your life, you know better. You can do better. You can find different things to educate yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, all the things that can help you to gain your power, to rebuild your throne room, and to keep your crown where you need it to be. And that was the most craziest crown I ever did see. But you get my point. So the other things that may be indicators that you are flourishing forward would be vibrant colors, flowers, even if they're bouquets, if people may give you a bouquet, or you can gift yourself a bouquet. chance meetings. You may have chance meetings that may help propel you forward in whatever you're doing for yourself and trying to grow. And dream catchers has really been prominent, and I've seen roughly 2 or 3 today alone. With feathers, feathers is about free flowing and flying forward. It's the gift of air. It's the air energy, and a dream catcher could catch any of those, either number one, bad dreams or bad energy that is trying to hold you back, or it may be a reason to pay attention to your dreams and to take hold and to catch on to those things that may help flourish you forward. So that is pretty much it. This is how I do my readings. My readings come out through words, through storytelling. It's more of a visual and a listening. This is why I keep my readings more silent, if anything, because I want you to get in tune with yourself. Anyway, if you want your own personal 5-point reading, please check the description below and you can obtain that, and stay tuned for more. I plan to do more readings like this. Okay, bye.